This video is part 2 of answering question 2B of the 2022 question paper Generation Golf. Now, if we have a quick look, just to remind ourselves what we did, question 2B was running a query based on this criteria, which we have done here. And the second part is now creating the report. So let's just have a look and see. So we need to do the report. We need to insert a suitable heading and our logo at the top right hand side. Now, first of all, if I look at information here, what is the report about? It's about players whose handicap is unknown. So I think that's going to be a good title to use. But let's go back to our query and start a report from here. So we go to Create. We go over to Report Wizard. We're going to save the query. Yes, just save as query name, that'll do. Now we want all of these to show. So we click on this button here and it will drag all of them over. Click Next. We can just ignore this page. We don't have to worry about this because we already sorted the order we wanted it in when we did the query. So we can ignore that. I'm going to pick this landscape. Click on Next. The suitable heading. Now again, this is where we wanted to know handicap unknown. So that's what I'm going to type in as a title. There we go. Just check my spelling. Yes, I'm happy with that. Click on Finish. And here we go. Here is my report. Now then, before I add the logo, I'm just going to have a look at the layout of this. And I can see I've got a small gap here, but I've got a big gap here, and I've got a big gap here. So I'm going to take care of that problem first, just to make it look better. So the way I do that is I click in, close print preview. And that takes me to the back end. Now, there's not a lot of room here between these, but they don't need to be that big. So I'm going to shrink those first of all. So I click in first name. And then using the mouse, I click in the middle yellow dot till the mouse pointer does that. Click and make that smaller. Let's have a click and make that smaller. I'm going to do the same for surname. Now I'm just using my eye for this just to see how it looks. It's trial and error. And I'm going to go back to my report view just to make sure that I haven't cut anything off. Nope, that's all fine. Now go back to design view again. And now using the keyboard, just inching it along, this one a bit to the right. Now let's have a look and maybe close this one in slightly more to the left. Let's go back, have a look. What does it look like? There we go. I think that's much better. I've got a very similar space now between the two. Arguably, we could bring this one in a little bit more. So let's do it just while we're here. Have another glance. There we go. I think that's now perfect. So now I need to add the logo into this banner. And the way we do that is we go back into our design view. And we go to these icons at the top. I'm going to expand this by clicking here. And this is the one that I want. Okay, there are some similar icons. You've got to be careful, but you want the one with the mountain, the sun, and the wee TV screen. Click here. And I'm going to draw a wee box with my mouse and making sure it's on the right hand side. There we go. And then the minute I let go, it's going to ask me where have I saved this logo. And if you remember, we saved it to our desktop right at the beginning. So I go to my desktop. There's the logo that I want. Click on that. Click OK. And it's going to paste it in. Now I'm going to go back to my report view, just see how it looks. That looks good to me. I think I'm ready to print. So I go back to design view. And what I want to do is I want to put my details into the footer. So I come down to this line just here. I click and I drag it down a wee bit. And this is where my footer is going to go. I use this icon here, the AA one. Click on it. And then come back down here. Draw a wee box. And this is where I'm going to insert my details. So first of all, I'm going to put Mr. Shelton. I'm going to put my name in. Then this is task 2B. and then put in, now I'm typing in SQA number, but you'll actually just put your actual number in. Click off here, go back to my report view. There's my details there. That all looks good to me. So now I'm ready to print. Make sure it's in the right printer, click OK, and you're done.